So I thought I'd come on here and do a 1-week S-Acetyl Glutathione update. As you guys know, I've switched to the Pure brand, and that's just off of Amazon. It's Pure Glutathione Gold S-Acetyl, 300 milligrams per pill. And I thought I would just explain basically how I'm approaching this. It's I've now hit like my 1-week mark. I can say that you know, with the pills, I feel like I definitely still have like a lot of energy, and the way I'm doing it, I'm doing a little differently than what I did with the Liposomal. When I was taking the Liposomal, I was usually taking either 30 milliliters to 50 ml of the Liposomal. I was usually taking it at night, and then basically I was just taking the equivalent in the vitamin C, and this was the SHC Glutathione brand. Now with the S-Acetyl, the Pure brand, I'm doing 300 milligrams in the morning, and then I'm doing 300 milligrams at night before I go to bed. As you guys already know, when you're taking glutathione, you have to also take vitamin C at the same time. If you don't, then basically just its effects are kind of like weakened. It doesn't really do what it's supposed to. You really need to do the vitamin C at the same time. So if you're splitting it up into twice a day, or if you're splitting it up to 3 doses a day, you need to make sure that you're taking the equivalent, if not more, of vitamin C at the same time. So with the vitamin C, it's a little confusing even to me, and I'm, you know, obviously I don't want to do the wrong thing, so I'm kind of overdoing it with the vitamin C in that, yes, I'm doing 300 milligrams of the S-Acetyl twice a day, but I'm also doing like 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C at the same time. So it's like 300 milligrams of S-Acetyl plus 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So I'm getting in total 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day, and 600 milligrams of the glutathione. With S-Acetyl, there's been, you know, a lot of information that like 100 milligrams of S-Acetyl is basically like the equivalent to like 1,000 milligrams of liposomal glutathione. Or I wouldn't necessarily say liposomal glutathione, I would just say, I think they say just glutathione. So 100 milligrams of S-Acetyl is the equivalent to 1,000 milligrams of glutathione. Obviously they're both glutathione, but one is much more potent and it's getting into your bloodstream. And obviously the great thing about S-Acetyl is that you don't have to take it a special way, because I know I've been getting this question. You know, are you doing the nebulizer? Are you doing rectal syringe? And I'm just taking the pill, and I don't even break open the pill, just, you know, take it. And basically the science behind it, it's basically configured to be able to be taken orally. So it means that it's not going to be broken down from your stomach acid, and, you know, it gets into your bloodstream, and yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. So seeing as there's some information saying that 300 milligrams of S-Acetyl would be the equivalent to 3,000 milligrams of glutathione, I'm not sure if that is true or not. So if we go off of just what it is, just like the facts, okay, it's 300 milligrams of glutathione. So taking 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, obviously, like, I'm overdoing it. And I'm taking liposomal vitamin C. I do not take any other vitamin C. Honestly, I wouldn't like waste your time. Just make sure you get the liposomal. You can get the liposomal pills. You can get like 180 capsules for like $20 of liposomal vitamin C. You can do the pills. You could do, if you want, the liposomal, you know, liquid. Obviously it tastes a little funny, but I have that as well. You know, if you can get it down, you can get it down. But yeah, so if we go by what people are saying, that 300 milligrams of S-Acetyl is 3,000 of glutathione, then obviously I'm not taking enough vitamin C. But, you know, I just to make it easy on myself, I just, you know, kind of just, okay, 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 300 milligrams of the glutathione, the S-Acetyl, and then at night I just do the same thing, 2,000 of liposomal and then 300 milligrams of S-Acetyl. And you know, I think 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C, like, especially with liposomal, because, you know, liposomal actually gets into your blood, so none of it is like coming out through your urine. So I mean, that's a good amount of vitamin C. If I was just taking regular, like ascorbic acid or some of the other types of vitamin C, a lot of that would actually go out in my urine. That's just how it works with vitamin C. So the fact that I'm taking liposomal, it actually is more potent, it's stronger, and yeah, it gets to work much quicker. So I just wanted to clear that up. Also, taking it twice a day, I definitely see a difference. Glutathione is really interesting. There's tons of articles on glutathione and chronic fatigue. If you have any type of fatigue, if you're, you know, just like a tired person, you still have a lot of energy, upping your glutathione will definitely, you'll see a difference. And it's not like with caffeine. It's not like if you're gonna take pre-workout and that it makes you jittery or weird side effects like your palms itching or your face itching. It's a sustained energy. So taking it first thing in the morning, by the time I even get out of the bed to like go to the bathroom, I'm taking that glutathione, and so it's helping me to get out, be more productive, and yeah, like I really like it. It's not a jittery energy. It's just, you just have energy and you won't need naps at all. So if you're used to taking naps, you probably won't need any naps once you start on glutathione. Also at night, there's also a lot of research and information behind glutathione helping you to sleep better and longer, so not waking up as often. Over the past week that I switched to S-Acetyl, I would say I haven't been waking up as often. I think I've only had one night where like I woke up at 3 a.m. and it took me maybe like 3 or 4 hours to get back to sleep. But for the most part, I would say that, yeah, I guess it's true that my quality of sleep is better. But, you know, we'll see the long term. Some of the side effects of getting back on glutathione, especially a high dose, even though it's only 600 milligrams, the S-Acetyl, like I said, it works better. I don't know, it just gets into your system. You might notice that you're peeing more often. I don't know why that is. You just do. And this is like one of those side effects that like does go away, but my first week doing S-Acetyl, this is just what I've noticed. So the peeing thing, and then of course my skin, I said, was purging, and it's basically just getting rid of all the toxins in my skin. And so I'm getting, you know, you guys saw the video. It was getting really bad. I think I'm finally starting to kind of heal. I have just a few bumps, but for the most part, those really large, gross ones have popped. So yeah, that was a thing. But I will say that started, like my skin started purging even on the Liposomal glutathione and the Liposomal vitamin C that I was taking from the SHC Glutathione company. Like, so I started that I think 2 weeks ago. And so my skin had already started the breakout process. I don't think everyone's skin goes through like a purge. I don't know, you just might notice it. You might notice it more if you already have like adult acne or things like that, or hormonal imbalances, because glutathione is known to balance your hormones. So, you know, it's kind of like, I don't want to say entirely the equivalent of getting on like a hormonal birth control to help control your acne, but it definitely does tip, or I guess I'd say balance the scales of your hormones. So if you have hormonal acne, obviously you already have hormonal imbalances, and that's why you are an adult and you're having like pimples and stuff like that, or cystic acne. So with this, it might get worse before it gets better. So I would say for my active breakouts, just it took like, I guess, like 3 weeks of just breaking out, and it sucked. So I'm finally at the tail end of that, and I'm hoping by next week the rest will be cleared up, and I'll have clear skin, but we shall see. So just wanted to let you guys know what I've been noticing, the S-Acetyl, the difference, the change, and how of course I'm taking it.